Hi everyone, welcome back, and today's video is very relevant about the situation we're in today because of the coronavirus, also known as COVID-19. Today we'll be talking about viruses, vaccines, and symptoms, and I'll also be sharing some tips. What is a virus? A virus is a microorganism which is about 1,000 times smaller than a bacteria. A virus contains RNA and it can spread by air or blood. That means that if you cough and touch anything and later rub your eyes or nose, you can get infected by the coronavirus. And viruses that spread by blood or other body fluids like Ebola are called bloodborne diseases. They're spread by sharing blood or other body fluids. You might be wondering, how does this work and what happens inside your body if you're infected? When the virus is inside your body, it infects your host cells. The virus forces your host cells to copy the virus and make loads of them. In that way, the virus builds its own system to destroy your body. This is where the immune system comes in. The immune system defends your body and helps you to get rid of the virus. Now we'll move on to vaccines. Some viruses are very unbalanced, so it can be hard to make vaccines. When you vaccinate yourself, you actually just inject a weak version of the virus you're vaccinating yourself against to make memory cells and a stronger immune system. Viruses like influenza are so unbalanced that they make new vaccines every year. And some vaccines can be so powerful that you only have to vaccinate yourself once or twice to make it last for a lifetime. There can be some side effects like reduced hearing or bad eyesight. Now that the coronavirus is around, we can never be sure who's infected and who's not. So here are some symptoms you should be aware of. Fever, tiredness, dry cough, pain in body parts, runny nose, sore throat, and diarrhea. You may be thinking that these aren't dangerous symptoms and that anyone can get them, but for your own and others' safety, you should test if you have COVID-19 or not. Anyone can have it and we can't be sure. Here are my best tips to avoid getting infected from the COVID-19 disease. My first tip is to stay home. Stay home and respect quarantine rules, and if you're asked to stay in quarantine, please do that. Number 2, keep yourself clean. You should always wash your hands for at least 20 seconds before getting out and when you're coming home. And if you're not able to wash your hands, you can always use hand sanitizer, also known as antibacterial. And when sneezing, you should have tissue paper with you so that you can throw it away later. Number 3, keep social distances. You should keep at least 1 meter distance, and it's best to keep 2 meters. And avoid being in groups with more than 5 people. Number 4, make yourself rules for going outside and make yourself a corona kit. Your corona kit should have tissue paper, hand sanitizer, one-time gloves, and if you have access to it, masks. If you're not able to have masks with you, you can always turn a scarf into a mask. I hope you learned something new about viruses and vaccines and that my tips were useful. I know we're all in a difficult situation and I really hope this will end as soon as possible. Please like and share